Street Fighter 6 is a very micromanaged game. You can clearly tell that Capcom is paying very close attention to balancing how everything interact with each other. This thing is tested like crazy, but it's still a video game, it's still a software, and some stuff will just slip through the cracks. And today I'm gonna cover 5 broken things about Street Fighter 6. And hey, Mura here, because before someone jumps, oh my god, this is not broken in this context means that they do break the rules that are set by the game. Not means that's overpowered, it just breaks the rules that the game already set. We got that? Right, let's move on. Starting first with the drive reversals. As you know, drive reversals in Street Fighter 6 are universal. They all have the same startup, they are all as punishable on block, and they all share the same properties where they are strike invul, you can't grab someone out of their drive reversals, and you can't armor through it with drive impact. These moves are armor breakers. Right? Well, yeah, Mike, I bet someone in the comments is gonna write, poor Chun-Li, Capcom is gonna nerf her first and now her drive reversal is dysfunctional. Well, it's not just Chun-Li, like Dhalsim also kind of has the same issue where you are able to drive impact through Dhalsim's drive reversal. And the same rule still applies actually to Dhalsim and Chun-Li. If you interacted with the first hit of their drive reversals, it will still break your armor. So technically we are drive impacting through the second hit of their drive reversals. They are the only characters in the game with multiple hitting drive reversals, and the properties only apply to the first hit of theirs, which is kind of interesting. I imagine this happens in matches, like every now and then this situation might come up, although it's very niche and something that's been there since launch. This seems to be like a bug to me. I don't know if it's intentional, but I found it to be very interesting. And since we got the king here, Sagat got 2 things about him that are very unconventional. So starters, Sagat is pretty much like the only character in the game that is able to throw an EX fireball while his first one is still on the screen. This is an extremely rare scenario because typically in Street Fighter there is something called like fireball limiters, where if there is a projectile already on the screen, you can't throw another one. If there is already a Hadouken, if you try to do another one, Ryu will just throw a punch, or Ken, or Guile, whatever. Now there are some very specific exceptions in Street Fighter 6. For example, Dhalsim, he can throw his Yoga fireballs and then do the aerial fireball. And Guile is kind of the same deal, where he can do his Sonic Blade or Sonic Cross and then throws a Sonic Boom. But these are very specific scenarios. And yes, I know you will say, but Guile have his level 2 supers, and with that he's able to throw baby booms. And yeah, but these are very specific scenarios. They are not doing the same move. Guile can throw 2 Sonic Booms even during his level 2 super. He's only going for the baby booms, which carries different frame data and use a part of his level 2 super gauge, his resources. Sagat is able to throw a Tiger Shot into an OD Tiger Shot, and no character does the same move twice. That is very, very, very unique. And although Sagat Fireballs is kind of weird with how it works, because the light fireball is really fast, so by the time you're going for the OD, the light has already left the screen, and the same for the heavy, both of them are fast. This will work with the medium fireball, which is a slow high shot. And you might be thinking that this have no real usage, but there are some scenarios where this could actually be really good. If the opponent is full screen and they are in burnout, you throw the medium one, they will duck it, and now they are pretty much logged in where they can't jump or they can't evade the OD version, and that could be used for ship scenarios. Or if they're trying to jump and they jumped over the medium, they're gonna get got by the OD version and then Tiger Cannon! That is actually really, really niche, but that is so cool. It's so cool that that's a thing. I don't know if it's intentional by Capcom. Obviously, Sagat is the latest character to be added to the game. Is this intended or not? I don't know, but I find it fascinating. Hey there, hope you are enjoying the video and thank you so much for watching. And as a gesture of me thanking you, I'm bringing you like 2 Emma Frosts. If you want to see more of this, which you probably would, and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing because it would really help the channel and it would really make me and the Emmas so happy. Excuse the silliness and enjoy the rest of the video. As you know, in this game, Sagat's Heavy Punch Uppercut is an 18 frame startup move, right? It's really slow, so how you use it in combos can be like very specific. But there is a bug in Street Fighter 6 with moves that can be held. And obviously his Heavy Punch Uppercut, you can charge it and then that will do like an improved version, right? Now, if you held the Heavy Punch Uppercut for exactly 9 frames, the Heavy Punch Uppercut will be 17 frame startup instead of 18. It will actually come out 1 frame faster. And you might be wondering, well, I mean, Mura, what is the significance of this? Well, it's actually really cool. See, Sagat has this bread and butter combo, which is crouching light kick, crouching jab, standing jab. And then we end it with a medium punch uppercut. But if you try to go for the heavy uppercut, this will not combo. Elena here will be able to block. However, if you applied what I just said and you held down the Heavy Punch version for exactly 9 frames, the 17 frame startup version will come out and you will get the combo. That is so cool. That is so cool. This is a frame perfect hold, which is very, very, very difficult. Like, I've been only able to get this like once every 20 tries or so. I don't imagine this is practical, that this is something that Sagat players, everyone will be able to do. Or maybe they would. Maybe it will be like another kind of like a dream combo scenario where every Ed is now landing it. That would be so cool. And I think this is something that was in Street Fighter 5 as well. It's something that kind of carry over engine to engine, but that's amazing. I don't know if it's practical, but it's so cool and so much fun. As you know, in Street Fighter 6, crouching medium kick drive rush is huge, and most of the characters have the strategies where they will do crouching medium kick into jab, drive rush jab, and that is a true block string, so if you try to reversal you can't, and they set up a throw mix-up. Now, in a prior patch, Capcom have changed the game so that jabs have more forward momentum. And the idea is that you're gonna be closer to the opponent after a drive rush jab, so that if they did an immediate throw break, you can't shimmy, you can't back walk out of their throw range. And that is a universal change. Almost every character in the game had this, and yeah, so it's an alright change, right? Well, there is an exception, and it's a very popular exception, which is Ryu and his standing jab. It's the only move in the games that I know of that doesn't have this extended forward momentum on the drive rush. And the results of this is that Ryu is able to crouching medium kick, drive rush jab, and back walk out of your throw range and be able to shimmy. And obviously this could lead to like very devastating results. Now, there are other characters, like for example Bison, which can crouching medium kick into standing light kick, over drive rush light kick, and that is a block string, but Bison is not in throw range, while Ryu is able to crouching medium kick jab and be in throw range. And that is what's so strong about this. I imagine this is an oversight by Capcom. I imagine this is something that they just didn't know about, or maybe they overlooked it, because this applies to like almost every other character in the game. And also I have to admit that this is range specific. If you're very close, you're not gonna be able to backwalk, but if you're doing the crouching medium kick from the range you're supposed to be doing it from, and this will actually work, which is huge. And on the topic of Bison, one thing I noticed about Bison this season is that I find it kind of difficult to do like jabs into Psycho Crusher. This is one of the new changes that they did with Bison. And for the longest time, I've always find in Bison Psycho Crusher to be kind of weird. Like, and I know because I've seen the comments a lot, people, am I not getting Psycho Crusher? I'm not getting Psycho Crusher. This is something I actually noticed. And I looked into it, and it's kind of fascinating. Because when checking out other characters, like for example Honda or Blanca, I can easily do their jabs into their charge specials. With Bison, it feels a little bit tighter, it feels a little bit harder. So in Street Fighter, for charge moves, you typically will hold like backwards and then press forward and punch or kick or whatever, right? And there is this window where the game will store charge before you press the opposite direction and kick or punch. So for example, I'm holding backward for a couple frames and then I press forward a punch and I get a sonic boom, right? This grace window is actually different for Bison Psycho Crusher. Bison Psycho Crusher have a tighter window. The game will only maintain your charge for 8 frames, while it's 10 for the other characters. So what I'm trying to say is that with Bison, you have a shorter window to press forward after holding charge compared to the other characters. So you have to do it faster than the others, and that make it a little bit more difficult, especially in combos. So if you ever wondered why am I not getting Psycho Crusher, well, it is legitimately difficult. Is that intentional? I have no idea. Like, I don't imagine that Capcom did this specifically for Bison, but it is something that is there. And hey, they told us Bison is hard to use, so I don't know, he is hard. See, I proved that Bison was harder to use. Just like this video, I saw one commenting on like a Metal Gear video and saying, Mura, make a video on why Bison needs to be nerfed. Come on, I mean, do me a solid. Leave Bison alone, please, 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 please. He's good. I love him. Anyways, what are your thoughts about these facts? Did you know about any of them? Did you know about all of them? I would love to hear your thoughts about all of it in the comment section below. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.